So I don't know if you have already worked with or know Emma and Sue, who run IET, but they are amazing people, both humanly speaking and also as trainers. I did the IET training at the end of 2020, and I'm so happy I did it. The main things that I loved about the course, firstly, it was very, very practical. So they were teaching NLP methodology in connection with EFT, and elements of hypnotherapy, and every single lesson that they gave me and my peers was based in some kind of demonstration that either Emma or Sue would do on one of us. So there would be this kind of demonstration element, and we were free to volunteer ourselves to work on some stuff that we wanted to work on, which I did several times, and I love that because they're just incredible therapists. So having that opportunity to work with them in front of my peers was just fantastic. So that was the first great thing. The second amazing thing was that after each demonstration and lesson, we'd then have to practice that particular methodology with one of our course mates, which just meant that by the end of the 3 months, I can honestly say I just feel really confident about using these new techniques that, if I'd studied them in a book, I would be feeling extremely anxious about using them with new clients. But I have, since finishing the course, have used these methods with clients, and I feel really confident with it because somehow in the way they taught, probably using their hypnotherapy and NLP knowledge, they managed to kind of transfer the knowledge and information of the course to us in a way that was almost subconscious. And I just love their style. They're a great laugh, but they're incredibly professional. They're very, very gentle in their therapeutic methodology, but also won't shy away from what needs to be looked at in a client for their best interests. And that's something I really aspire to embodying in my own therapeutic practice, working with clients. The other thing I'd say is with COVID, this world we're in now, obviously the therapy world has been turned upside down. People aren't meeting in person anymore, and the methods that they are teaching translate so well to the online world. I'm able to practice easily and just as effectively as I would in real life with people over Zoom. So it's for me, it's at least in terms of my investment in the course, it's kind of definitely an economic no-brainer. And on top of that, I just had a lot of fun. I got a lot of free therapy sessions from amazing practitioners through the demonstrations and through the practice. And I got to work with 2 trainers who are inspirational and extremely they're both intuitive and practical. That's what I love about them. And also the other thing to consider is that IET, integrated energy techniques, has definitely a metaphysical and spiritual component, but I find that the way Emma and Sue teach those metaphysical and spiritual elements are very grounded. So they're not kind of woo-woo. It's not like a woo-woo course, if that makes any sense to you. It really takes into consideration the metaphysical elements that can be hugely transformative to people in therapy or in coaching, but it's really grounded in their very solid evidence-based practice. And that's just, for me, for someone like me who's been quite interested in spirituality and metaphysics for a while now, but who's often been put off by people who are extremely ungrounded teaching practices that aren't always very safe. I think this has been an amazing bridging of that, because the way Emma and Sue teach is that safety is number one in the therapy room, or in the virtual therapy room as the case may be now. And so that's all I have to say, really. I couldn't recommend the course more highly. I've been left with some amazing friends and colleagues, and I'm definitely going to be working with Emma and Sue in the future if I get the opportunity. So please have a chat with Emma and Sue if you're interested. It's an absolutely fantastic course, and I'd highly recommend it.